Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the new Toledo Sports Network from the Impact Zone in Genoa High School as Genoa hosts the Eagles of Eastwood in some men's NBC action. I'm Rick Clever, and I got the coach, the snowbird, Mike D'Estasio.
Well, you got the snowbird right. The only thing white I want to see is sand.
Well, you might end up having to see some of that snow before you can fly back down there.
Sure doesn't look good, does it?
So, and we got Izzy West up on camera today, so looking forward to a good game. Anytime these guys play each other, it's a good game.
This should be an exciting one. I think both teams will get up and down the court. Luthart kids are very good shooters. And, of course, Genoa is as well balanced as you're going to see.
Yeah, starting for the Eagles tonight, we're going to have both the Lutharts, Drew and Brayton, Cam Shoemaker, Ben Bueller, and Logan Miesmer. You'll see 8 guys rotating in there, 8-9 guys rotating in for Eastwood. Max Chaffee will be in. You'll see Mason Chaffee every now and then, Edmund Opfer. They'll all pop in and out. For the Comets, their usual 5, Jacob Willard, Jax Magnan, Jacob Willard, Walter Plants, Ryan Routson, Ty Asman, and Miles Molinaro will be your starters for the Comets. John Sandwich in his 4th year coaching the Comets for basketball.
This should be a good one, Rick. I think you're going to see an up and down game. And the Plants kid is going to be a handful for Eastwood.
Yes, he is. Eastwood can bring off the bench. They've got a freshman who's he's 6'6", Max Chaffee. But it's going to be a tough one.
I watched him warm up, real athletic.
Eastwood controls the tip.
Genoa started out with man, but I think they're pretty much a man team.
Drew Luthart gets it to Bueller. Brayton puts it up. No good. Asman with the rebound.
I think that's going to be the problem all night for Eastwood is second opportunities. So they're going to have to get some good looks.
Woolard drove the lane and he ended up getting fouled as he did that.
Eagle foul, number 2, Brayden Earnhardt. It's his first.
First foul on Brayden. Routson gets it up top to Plants. He starts to drive, spin move. Boy, 5-6 foot jumper there.
That's going to be there all night too, and Genoa's doing a nice job of moving the ball and moving without the ball.
Shoemaker. Brayden ends up with it up top, calls for a pick.
Genoa's doing a great job of hedging out, which is really causing problem because of their size,
Shoemaker spinning. He's got Woolard on him. He gets the drive, just couldn't get the layup to fall.
Well, they're patient right now, Eastwood, which I think is a smart move because I don't think you want to be in a race with Genoa. They need to take a few passes down here and keep the ball out of Genoa's hands.
Drew Luthart tried to make the pass, recovered.
Boy, Plants just doesn't let anything inside.
Bueller. Called for the foul, throwing the elbow there.
Rouston put a lot of pressure on him. And Rouston's very quick and very physical. Eastwood's got to try to get a stop here because
Walter spinning baseline.
Boy, you're just not going to stop that.
Little jumper off the glass that time.
Maybe Eastwood's going to need to put up some pressure, a little bit of full court because they just can't match in size. Boy.
I don't know if Walter got a piece of that or if it was all just on the backboard, but.
Well,
Woolard hung in the air to draw the foul and still got the shot up and in.
Eastwood needs a timeout really quick here. They don't want this to get out of control because they'll never get back in it.
Eagles going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back on the new Toledo Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President and CEO of Genoa Bank. Since 1902, Genoa Bank has been a trusted partner for families like yours. From financing your first home to financing your next vehicle, expanding your farm or starting a new business, Genoa Bank is here for all your milestones. With 10 locations across Northwest Ohio, we're right here in your community caring about your banking needs. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For the best meats around and the best price, get to Frobose Meat Locker on Front Street in Pemberville. Frobose family features homegrown meats, and they make a whole bunch of different kinds of items, and they have over 200 different kinds of handmade items. Not to mention, Frobose Meat Locker is definitely a bratwurst paradise. They have over 125 different brands of bratwurst to choose from. Be sure to check them out on Facebook or visit their website, FroboseMeatLocker.com.
Back live at the impact zone. Jake Woolard is going to see if he can get the old-fashioned three-point play. And up and in. Gives Genoa a 9-0 lead over the Eagles.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a long night if Eastwood doesn't put a little pressure on their guards, because you're not going to stop them inside.
And if Braden can't stay out of foul trouble.
Boy, that's a nice move.
He drew the foul that time. You got Jax Magnan.
He's a really good player, Luthart. When I coached 8th grade, you know, he was in the 7th grade, and I always thought he was pretty special when I seen him in 7th grade.
And he's only a junior, so
yeah. He's got a really good shot. And Genoa likes playing fast, and that's what Eastwood can't do against Genoa.
Mollenauer keeps it, gets it down, gets the foul. Fouls on Bueller, his second.
You know, it's only a 2-possession game, but it doesn't feel like it.
No. Rumbles in and out. Freshman Max Chaffee checking in here. Mollenauer gets the second one. Drew Luthart gets it out to Braden for a 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound. Wow.
They just don't get many. Their shots are rushed at Eastwood, and it's very difficult for them right now.
They're just not getting second shots at all.
And their shots are always contested right now. But like I said, I'm not saying Eastwood doesn't have a game plan, but if you're going to try to keep up with the speed of Genoa, it's going to be a long night.
Shoemaker. Had the ball stripped out by Ryan Routson. And Chaffee get called with the foul.
And Eastwood's trying to get the ball inside, but I'm not sure how bright that is, but they're not getting none from the perimeter neither, you know.
4:37 in the first quarter, and Genoa is shooting the bonus.
Wow.
For the rest of the quarter.
It's going to be a long quarter.
Waldron and Asman check in as Mollenauer and Plants check out. Get some air. Ryan gets the second one to fall. 14-3, the Comets on top. Drew Ludart drove down, couldn't get it to fall, got his own rebound, and then got fouled going back up.
Yeah, and the game is so fast, and it doesn't appear Eastwood can play fast, but they are taking the ball to the hole, which hopefully they can get to the free throw line. You know.
Mason Chaffee checks in. Misses the second.
A little different team.
Ryan drives down.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to get Max Chaffee with his second, probably.
And that's not good.
Oh, Mason. Oh. So that's his first.
The thing I'm impressed with Genoa on is how physically they play man defense. I mean, they're just in your face the whole time, and they don't get beat off the dribble. You know?
Lance checks in. Ryan Routzen checks out to get some water and some air. Shoemaker goes down. He's kind of stuck. He had Woolard on him. Asman with the rebound. Woolard. They're going to set up some offense here. Walter, he's taking Max Chaffee down.
That's tough for a freshman to guard. I remember when Walter was a freshman. You know, and he grew up a lot since then. He's a very good player.
Yeah.
But boy, when you put a freshman against a senior, with his talent, it's just a hard matchup.
He's going to learn, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're almost going to have to double Plants. You know, there's no way he can guard him one-on-one. So you're going to have to give up something. Either give up a 2 or get him a 3 open or something. But there's no way they're going to guard him one-on-one.
Rebound comes down to Magnan, gets it to Plants, he spins, couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah. Well, he got fouled that time, and it's kind of like, you know, they let him play maybe. I don't know.
Drew Ludart going baseline. They call Woolard for the block that time.
Well, you know, it's way too much dribbling on that Eastwood offense right now. And I'm not sure I have an answer for them, but it's going to be a long night if they keep doing this, you know. That's a nice
play.
That's a nice job, yeah. And it'll get the freshmen a little confidence too, you know.
Woolard loses control of it, and then he
fouled, got frustrated.
Frustration, It's Woolard's second foul. Drew takes it down low, has it stripped. Ryan Routson. We're going to call that one out.
Ralston is just so quick getting the ball up the floor. I mean, if you even hesitate getting back, he's going around you, you know.
Wow. Max Chaffee's picked up his third foul already, and we're still in the first quarter.
And he's still in the game.
I don't think for long.
I know, I see somebody coming in now for him. Well, you know, if you're going to put him in the game, you got to play a zone or something, because you can't expect him to guard plants. He just can't do it.
No.
And it's a matter of time he's going to foul out. I personally don't think Eastwood can play man against Genoa, but that's why I'm on the sidelines, Rick.
That's why I don't make the big bucks as a coach.
Yeah.
Braden working against Asman. Little spinner in the lane. Couldn't get it to fall. Molenauer almost.
Yeah. Genoa is doing just a tremendous job taking away the baseline.
Braden got blocked there by Plants.
And and Plants plays smart. He doesn't leave his feet. I mean,
he doesn't have to most of the time.
And so you're not going to really be able to ball fake him, you know.
A little underneath dipsy-do there.
I think Eastwood's got to get a timeout, but you only get so many, don't you?
Yeah. They've got 4 left this half, but we're a minute and a half left in the first quarter.
Well, again, you know, if I sit here and look at my coach part of it, if I was Eastwood, I'd try to pass it 3 or 4 times down minimum, because they're just not going to, you give them the ball back too quick.
Yeah, they definitely need to slow the game down, I think. I mean, Asman went up for that one.
And, you know, you got to screen away from the ball a little better than what Eastwood's doing. They're screening on the ball, but they're not screening away. And if you want the Luhart kids to get home for a 3, they definitely got to screen away from them.
Shoemaker checking back in for the Eagles. 20-6, 1:05 left in this first quarter. He tried to get it over to Meismer. Plants in those arms. He just stuck his hands out there.
And now Genoa's coming out trapping a little bit in the corner, and that's making Eastwood speed the game up again. And they do such a great job of rotating off of that, Genoa. It looks like it's open, but the rotation gets there.
Shoemaker next to Walter looks so.
They just don't have an answer right now.
Shoemaker dribbled it off his knee there, but recovered.
So much pressure by Genoa.
Spins. Couldn't get it to fall. Plants with the rebound.
Well, they got a little more touches that time, but
Asman streaks across. Nice layup there.
Oh, he got away at the travel, too.
Shot at the buzzer, no good. Your score after 1. Genoa 22, Eastwood 6. We will be right back here on the new Toledo Sports Network.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladieux.
Gladieux Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladieux is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladieux Home Center.
Great food and great fun. The Keg in Greytown is now open and ready to make your night out fun and full of great surprises. Some of the best food in the area, all made by scratch with hand-cut fries, wings, chunks, Papa's chili, and much, much more. Wood-fired pizza ovens making some of the best pizzas in the area. Now don't worry, we have the toppings you want, and our dough is made fresh every day. The Keg, 1790 North Walker Street in Greytown.
Back live at the Impact Zone. 22-6 Comets on top after one.
Gotta say hi to somebody. Katie Jensen just sent me a text. One of my former players are listening to us.
Nice.
Her brother plays on the Genoa team. But it's not Jensen anymore. She's married, so I gotta be careful. Great kid.
Asman. Molinauer dumps it to Walter. And Shoemaker grabs his.
Well, I'll tell you, I just don't have an answer for Eastwood myself watching this because, it sounds like you got to give in and let the perimeter ball go because you're not going to stop the inside game at all. I mean, they can just keep coming at you. Playing a little bit of 2-3 zone right now.
Shoemaker.
Which I'm a little surprised Genoa did that, unless just working on another defense. I don't know, but
Genoa Bank 3-point shot there. Ben Bueller, that was a lovely three-pointer.
yeah.
I think that's the first three-pointer we've had all night from both teams. As much as the three is part of the game now, that's surprising.
Yeah, you can see Eastwood's going to have trouble getting it off the way that pressure is. And that's why I'm a little surprised Genoa went 2-3 zone. But evidently, either they're doing that or for another reason, but they've had them really shut down playing man.
Routson made his way to get the shot up, but he's fouled. Drew Hart draws the foul.
I mean, about the only thing Eastwood's going to do is work on some stuff they need to work on because the game is, I don't want to say it's over with, but it's, you can just see there's difference between two different teams here. So if you're Eastwood, try to work on the things you need to work on, try to make yourself better. Because if you look at the score, it's not a good situation.
Braden, he had Walter on his back the whole time. Long three, no good. Plants with the rebound. Routson going down quick, drives down the middle of the lane. A little reverse layup, couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, he just had a bad angle.
Shoemaker. We're going to call Molinauer for the block on Shoemaker there.
Well, he was a little deep under the bucket, Molinauer, there when he did that. Don't know that he was there in time, but he was pretty deep.
Yeah, a lot of people just see the contact and think that's what causes the foul, and they don't realize it's also where the contact happens.
That's right. Well, the game is back into a somewhat of a game again, It's just like
Plants.
Say what, he really got fouled there.
Just couldn't get him to fall.
No.
Couple of rebounds there and couldn't get it to fall at all.
Sometimes that's a tough shot, a little 2-footer over the rim. You try to try to use that backboard as much as you can, but when you're 6'9" or whatever he is, the drop over the bucket's 2 inches away, you know.
It's the hardest shot sometimes, is the little bunnies. Drew Ludhart tried to get a baseline.
Oh, I think he missed that call.
Yeah, I do too.
It went off of Plance's
thigh for his calf. Logan gets it to Mullenauer. Plants drives baseline. Couldn't get it to fall again.
Well,
jump ball.
The last 2 possessions, they doubled Plants when he put it on the floor.
Yeah.
So they're trying something different anyways, you know.
The jump ball will give possession to the Eagles. Long 3. No good. Mullenauer comes down with it. Comets are not slowing down at all.
No, they're not putting the defensive pressure on they were neither before. I mean, Eastwood's getting more looks at the bucket, and I'm not sure if they're not putting that pressure on or whether they're just a little tired. I'm not sure why. But when they played that way, they just couldn't be stopped. That's a tough call. That's a tough call in Plants.
Woolard checking in for the Comets. Braden just in front of the free throw line, couldn't get it.
It's just tough. I mean, like I said, they're feeling like they're rushing every shot, you know.
And contact down low away from the ball. Call Meismer.
Well, you know, Genoa's only scored, 6 points this quarter?
Yep.
And I mean...
No, 4.
4, yeah, that's right. So, you know, there's a momentum there, but...
They're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back on the new Toledo Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President and CEO of Genoa Bank. Since 1902, Genoa Bank has been a trusted partner for families like yours. From financing your first home to financing your next vehicle, expanding your farm or starting a new business, Genoa Bank is here for all your milestones. With 10 locations across Northwest Ohio, we're right here in your community caring about your banking needs. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back live at the Impact Zone. 26-12, the Comets on top of the Eastwood. Comets are going to be taking the ball from the end line there.
Well, the pressure defensively is changed for Genoa, and they were just totally destroying them.
Looked like Ryan was going to try to dish to Walter and lost handle on it. And
made a pass to himself off the defense.
Yeah. Ended up with the basket.
Yeah.
Braden working against Magnan. Backs it out to Shoemaker. Shoemaker, a little double pump there and gets it in.
That's a nice play.
Quickly out to Magnan.
Well, you know what, Eastwood, you better get back because they're coming, you know.
Yep. They don't slow down.
No.
Even when they're trying to be patient, they don't slow down.
Right. Wow, he had a good look at it that time, Shoemaker. I mean, like I said, he had more time than he's had all game. He probably didn't realize that he had that much of a look.
Ryan gets it to Walter, top of the key. Routes and drives, dishes it out to Molnar, no good. But there's Woolard. It's a rebound and the putback. Again, Eastwood's not going to get a lot of second chances.
No. And that's not necessarily been the biggest reasons, but it's one of the reasons they can't get back into the game. Well, you're just not going to stop that.
Little running hook there. Shoemaker tries to drive. He's got Mollenauer on him. Spins, gets it up and
nice
in.
Job. Nice job.
Ryan throws it up. Doesn't get it to fall, but
well, you know,
like Magnan came down for the rebound.
They're definitely let them play. I mean, you don't get too many layups where they're called fouls. Genoa doesn't go very deep, do they?
No.
I mean,
seven.
Yeah.
Ryan from three off the side of the rim. You're going to get Shoemaker. Yep, that's his third.
It's his third, team field at the line. Number 1, Jackson.
We got 2:43 left in this half.
Well,
Genoa's in the bonus.
Yeah, and you know, when you look at the box score, Genoa's pretty even. I mean, Plants you think would have 20 right now, and he's got 9.
Yeah.
So they do spread their points around. You know, the transition style Genoa plays, everybody's going to score if you get down the court, and that's what they're doing. They're just beating the people down the court.
35-16 Comets on top.
And Loonhardt's just not getting any looks. I mean, they're on him right now. And somebody guarding him is about 2 inches bigger than him, and that makes it worse. See, what I was trying to get him to start there, they screened away from the ball. And I think if they do that a little more, they might get some open looks. Because screening on the ball is not working. You know.
Eastwood's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back on the new Toledo Sports Network.
Best meats around and the best price. Get to Frobose Meat Locker on Front Street in Pemberville. Frobose family features homegrown meats, and they make a whole bunch of different kinds of items. And they have over 200 different kinds of handmade items. Not to mention, Frobose Meat Locker is definitely a bratwurst paradise. They have over 125 different brands of bratwurst to choose from. Be sure to check them out on Facebook or visit their website, FroboseMeatLocker.com.
Back live at the Impact Zone. Genoa on top, 37-16, 2:05 left in the first half. The Eagles are just struggling to find an answer. The defense, when Genoa decides to kick in that man-to-man, even when they're not at their high intensity, they're still playing pretty tight.
And I think Eastwood, they're pretty athletic, and I think they're used to getting to the lane off the dribble, but they need some help. And like I said, I think one thing that would help them is just screen away on the ball just a little bit, you know.
Bueller. Mason Chaffee. Nothing there. Looked up and saw Walter. Meismer put a couple of fakes, might have shuffled his feet a little bit.
Yeah, that call is a call that you think you can block the shot, and you might, but it seems like it's called, you know.
Yeah.
They always figure body or something, but
Meismer's going to go to the line.
one of the biggest problems in this game is it's not even Walter's bigger than them. Most of Genoa's teams is bigger than them, other than Ralston.
Yeah.
They're just big.
Yeah, they're all pushing 6'2", 6'3", and up. Oh. Something happened underneath there. We're going to get Ryan for a block. Mullenauer and Plants were trying to set up the alley-oop.
Back playing a 2-3 zone again. You know, if they're playing a 2-3 zone against me, you got to go behind Walter on the offense. You can't go in front of him, cut behind him because he sees you in front of him.
Comet's slowing it down a little bit. Plants up top the key.
Oh, yeah, he could have took that to the basket. And if he'd have got help off of Plants would have had a dunk.
I think they're playing for the last shot, though.
You know, if you're Eastwood with 5 fouls, I wouldn't do anything stupid, you know.
Asman on the assist from Ryan Ralston. And that's going to do it for the first half. After 2 quarters in the books, 39-17, Genoa on top. We'll be right back for the second half after this on the new Toledo Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President and CEO of Genoa Bank. Since 1902, Genoa Bank has been a trusted partner for families like yours. From financing your first home to financing your next vehicle, expanding your farm or starting a new business, Genoa Bank is here for all your milestones. With 10 locations across Northwest Ohio, we're right here in your community caring about your banking needs. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For the best meats around and the best price, get to Frobose Meat Locker on Front Street in Pemberville. Frobose family features homegrown meats, and they make a whole bunch of different kinds of items, and they have over 200 different kinds of handmade items. Not to mention, Frobose Meat Locker is definitely a bratwurst paradise. They have over 125 different brands of bratwurst to choose from. Be sure to check them out on Facebook or visit their website, FroboseMeatLocker.com.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladieux.
Gladieux Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladieux is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladieux Home Center.
Great food and great fun. The Keg in Greytown is now open and ready to make your night out fun and full of great surprises. Some of the best food in the area, all made by scratch with hand-cut fries, wings, chunks, Papa's chili, and much, much more. Wood-fired pizza ovens making some of the best pizzas in the area. Now don't worry, we have the toppings you want, and our dough is made fresh every day. The Keg, 1790 North Walker Street in Greytown.
Back live at the Impact Zone, getting ready to start this second half. 39-17, the Comets on top of the Eastwood Eagles. Well, what can you say? It was all Genoa and their pace.
Well, you know, if you're Eastwood, you just got to come out and try to do things right and make yourself better after tonight because they're just more physical and they're just a better team than Eastwood, you know. And nobody wants to come in the second half and say you're not going to win, but You just got to keep doing the things that make you get better. So still got a lot of basketball season left.
Both teams back to their original starting 5. We'll see how long that lasts for the Comets. Mollenauer up top. A little push there on Bueller. They're going to call Mollenauer for that one.
Well, when you dip that shoulder a little bit, that's going to be called every time.
Yep. It's his second of the game.
Noah's back playing a 2-3 zone. They tried to extend it out pretty far. They kind of disguise it a little bit. They almost look like you're in a matchup zone when they're playing it, you know?
Yeah.
And so, you know, whatever the reason they're doing it, it might be for working on that part of the game right now.
Bueller.
You know?
Asman comes down with the rebound, gets it out to Ryan quickly down court. I mean, just as much as it's a time for Eastwood to work on things, it's time for Genoa to work
absolutely.
on some different looks defensively. You know, you never know what you're going to run into, and what you're going to need to call up as the season progresses and you get into the postseason.
Yeah, you know, a game like this sometimes is more difficult to coach because you want your kids to keep doing the things they need to do to be successful. And if you start just throwing the ball up or you start doing things that's out of character, it's not going to make you better.
Right.
Sometimes the score is not as important as... Well, you know, Plants just kept that alive, and by keeping it alive, give them a second opportunity.
Bullard saved it, but saved it right to Shoemaker.
Right. Well, there's that old basketball. You never save the ball under their basket, you know.
Yeah. Shoemaker working against Plants, trying to create some room.
Yeah, he tried to get some space, but, you know.
A long three from a Genoa Bank, 3 from Drew Ludhart.
Yeah. Well, you know, they haven't got many looks tonight, but when Genoa is playing that 2-3 zone, they do get a lot.
Plants couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah. You know, it looked like he was almost going to dunk it and then change his mind the last minute, or didn't have the spacing he needed, but anyways, he can do pretty much whatever he wants tonight inside, I think. Yeah.
Braden took it to him. Shoemaker.
Wow.
Nice off-hand layup there.
Well, you know, Eastwood's come out and just did a few things right here.
Logan and Jax checking in for the Comets. Braden comes down with it, and he gets fouled hard.
Braden, he's a nice little player, you know, and you don't see it tonight because, you know, you're just playing a very good team of Genoa, you know.
They're going to get Asman for the foul. Braden makes the first one.
It's got a nice little shot, that's for sure. I like the way it releases. Nice soft shot.
Little scrum at half court there.
Yeah, Eastwood come out pretty aggressive there.
Meismer on Plants. Out to Routson for the 3. Ryan Routson with the Genoa Bank 3-point shot.
And he's a good shooter too. I mean, you let him get his feet set, he's going to make them. And that's the time I kind of said you double Plants and then they made you pay the price. You know, They double plans, kicked it out to Ralston and got a 3.
There he is. Ryan dishes it to Jax, up and in. Somebody called it timeout.
I was going to say, hope so.
I was like, whoa, he passed it himself. We're going to take it.
Was it technical?
It looks like somebody got a technical foul, yeah. If he's on the bench.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not see what happened.
oh, Mike Gardner's on doing the book over there. That's why I didn't see him. I just now seen him over there.
So just like that, Genoa's up on top, 22 points, 50-28. Woolard gets it to Walter. He's working against Meismer, just throws it up. Bank shot.
Well, the one thing that I've watched Walter do, he likes to go to his right a lot. And, you know, I don't know if you can make him go left and make it more effective defensively, but you're sure not going to stop when he goes right.
Long 3 from Meismer to try and get back down on D quick, but
nice pass.
Nice.
Walter made an excellent pass there. He definitely can play all the game.
Shoemaker thought about it. The Woolard came out quickly. Comet defense is not going to let you dribble down the lane unimpeded.
And that's why I say they would do much better screening away and people cutting and shoot off the pass. Because you put it on the floor, you're going to get 3 Genoa people right on you.
Yeah, even if you think you've got the guy that's on you beat, it's going to be the guy to your side that's going to stick that hand out.
Right. Not much room for Ralston there. All the big people are standing there.
Ryan got his hand on and knocks it away. He's going to put the shot up. Mason Chaffee picking up his second. Ryan makes both of them.
Also checking out number 2, Walter Plants.
Braden's got Magnan on him. They're trying to get a pick set for him to free him up, but Genoa's switching off. Just enough to chip.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep saying it, but I'll probably say it more than once. They're just not going to get anything on the screen on the ball. Genoa does such a great job of hedging out. It's just not going to happen. You know.
Couldn't get the 3 to fall. Asman gets it down to Plants.
A nice move.
Spinning hook.
That was
could
really,
not get it to
I
fall.
like that. I like that left-hand move.
It's a good move. It's just, you can see the frustration on Walter's face.
Yeah.
He's like, what do I got to do to get it to fall?
Yeah, you know, that makes his game that much better when you can go left or right. And I was glad to see that. Hard to imagine he's a senior already.
Yeah.
You know, boy, it sure goes quick, you know.
It's both of them.
Just not. I know I'm going to say it again. You're just not going to beat Genoa off the dribble. You're just not going to do it. Just so much help.
Movement and passing.
Yeah.
Braden Ludhart up top.
I mean, Genoa's right there on the kick. They just replace so fast, you know. And when you're making five.
Shoemaker. Nice pass.
Yeah. You know, when you're.
Ludhart gets it to fall.
Yeah, when you take 5 dribbles and can't beat somebody, I think you're dribbling too much, you know?
Yeah. Woolard gets it to Plants. He's got Magnum.
Nice move. Nice pass. And then there's the time you shouldn't double him is at the top of the key, because that means your player's going to be open underneath, you know. Not easy. It's a lot easier saying than to do, you know.
Drew.
Eagle 3, number 1.
Drew hits the Genoa Bank 3-point.
Somebody's
down off the side. It looks like it might be Jax. Let's think, is Jax in the? No, Jax is there.
No, I think it's
Asman.
Yeah. Man, he just went down and grabbed it, so he must have did something earlier, you know.
Trainer's over there looking at him.
You know, he's worried. You know, sometimes a sprain's worse than a break, you know. Hopefully he's not that bad. And all I seen him was just take 2 steps and fall down. So something must have happened before that.
I just saw the body sliding backwards. I didn't see what happened, if somebody bumped or what. He's up. Seems to be walking all right, at least.
Yeah.
He's going to come out of the game for a little bit.
They got him listed as 6 foot.
Oh. Maybe I didn't know. Asman's 6'4".
Okay. Is this one we're talking about? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. What am I doing? No wonder. God, I'm looking at the wrong level. Okay, 6'4". That's because when I said 6 foot, I looked at the wrong one. That tells you how sharp I am.
Woolard up top. Ryan. Oh, over the backboard. So that's out of bounds.
He's got 16 points, Ralston. He gets them in bunches. And then he doesn't score a little bit, you know. So he surprised you when you look at the scoreboard.
Oh, he got Plants that time. Ryan got blocked by Braden. But Mullenhour's there to push it back up and in. Drew Ludhart, he's got Logan on him. Tries to force it down to Max Chaffee, but...
Well, the counter you have when you are guarded tight is got to get into their body a little bit, and that's what he did that time.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is get away from the pressure. Sometimes you got to make contact so you get the foul.
So Logan picks up his second foul. They worked it around to get the last shot up.
And you've seen Walter rotate out on that.
Mason Chaffee.
They're doubling at top, and Walter rotated to that shot, which is a tremendous thing to do because he's wide open for a 3.
After 3, your score, 62-33, Genoa on top. We will be right back here on the new Toledo Sports Network.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladieux.
Gladieux Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladieux is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladieux Home Center.
back live at the Impact Zone, just in time for the big bass drum. 62-30 or 62-33. I'm gonna fix my scoreboard. 62-33 your score as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. $29-point lead. It's going to be see if Genoa manages to get it up to the running clock.
This game just kind of separated without really noticing it, you know it? Just no answer.
Oh, Ryan stuck right in front of that pass.
He's very quick.
Braden worked it down and got it out to Drew. Drew working it in, got to Max Chaffee. He's blocked by Plants. He got Plants.
Yeah. Tough spot to be when you're a freshman, you know.
Chaffee got Plants from behind with the body.
Yeah.
It's his fifth foul.
Yeah. Well, you know,
it's tough as a freshman.
All you can hope for is it makes him a better player today, you know?
Yep.
And sometimes you got to play against a great player to make yourself become better. I mean, Plants was there once before, you know what I mean? He's matured into a really good ball player, but he was a freshman once.
He had Derek Vorst teaching him lessons.
Yeah.
Vorst's senior year, that would have been Plants' freshman year, I think, freshman or sophomore.
Yeah.
Shoemaker drives down and just kind of slings it up there.
Yeah, a nice move. He's a nice player. It just, you know, part of it is just Genoa doesn't make him look wow.
Oh, Ben Bueller with the Genoa Bank three-point shot. Foul on Mason Chaffee. Eastwood pressing, doing a full court press now. I think they're going to get Braden for Chaffee's working on Ryan, and he's got his hands full.
Yeah. Well, all you're doing is falling into Ryan's game. He wants to be physical, you know?
Yep. Logan with the reverse. Braden from top of the key, no good. Rebound comes down to Ryan.
Braden just never got into this game, you know.
No.
And you know he's frustrated, and you don't get any good looks, and you just got to go home and play the next game, you know, now. And you are playing against some pretty mature teams here with Genoa, you know.
Yes, definitely.
I'm assuming most of these kids probably been playing 4 years now.
Good to see Asman checking back into the game. Plants gets the second one. 68-38. Your score. Cam.
Boy. He's had a great game, you know. Ralston, he has definitely been the spark plug here.
Bueller makes the shot and gets the end one. Asman picks up his third. Ryan's just so quick.
Yeah, and he just never stops. I mean, we're in the fourth quarter, and it looks like he's in the first quarter, you know?
I mean, he had Mason Jaffe just chasing after him, trying to get some pressure. Back out to Ryan.
Good look.
Off the back of the rim.
It was a good look.
It was a good look.
Yeah.
It's the kind of shot he usually sinks. Swatted away. Ryan dishes to Molnauer. Kind of got jammed underneath there, but
and we're back to this run and gun type thing, and it's just not good for Eastwood.
No, that plays right into Genoa's hands.
That's right, and Genoa likes to play fast. I mean, like I said, the problem is you want to shoot quick because you're down, but you're not going to catch them anymore. So the more you shoot, the more probably the score is going to be lopsided.
Plants throws up a three.
Everybody wants a piece of it right now, right?
Right.
Plant's a good shooter. I've seen him shoot some of them.
Lost control out of bounds. And we're going to take a timeout. So we will take a timeout here on the new Toledo Sports Network.
Great food and great fun. The Keg in Greytown is now open and ready to make your night out fun and full of great surprises. Some of the best food in the area, all made by scratch with hand-cut fries, wings, chunks, Papa's chili, and much, much more. Wood-fired pizza ovens making some of the best pizzas in the area. Now don't worry, we have the toppings you want, and our dough is made fresh every day. The Keg, 1790 North Walker Street in Greytown.
Back live on the new Toledo Sports Network. 4:31 left in the contest. And it looks like it's mass substitution time here coming from the Comets.
Yeah.
They're up 72-41. My score is a little off.
That's a smart move. You don't want anybody hurt in a game like this.
That's what it always makes me wonder when you play, and not necessarily tonight, but if you play a team that's not as talented as you, younger, and don't necessarily have the body control, how much do you worry about your experienced players getting hurt or getting fouls that they wouldn't normally get just because of the level of play?
Yeah, that's right. And you know, what you worry about is not only that you're up big, the other team is frustrated, and they might foul under frustration and hurt you. And I don't mean they're trying to hurt you; they're just frustrated, you know.
Yeah. So we got Tommy Braun, Ben Routson, Robert Juhas, Gus Buffington, and Brock Matthews out there Brock Matthews. Brock's got it, fan favorite, hands it off to Ben. Tommy Braun down the lane.
He's a nice player.
Gets it out to Juhas. Nope.
He bounced back from an ACL, and I'll tell you, he's done a tremendous job of getting back in shape.
Oh. And he's only a junior, so he'll be one of the...
He's a nice player. He really is.
He'll be one of the players that are looking to step up next year for sure.
He could start on a lot of other teams in Northwest Ohio. You know, and this is a tough team with a lot of talent, you know.
And that's what makes their JV team so good, too.
Right. Oh, yeah. I was looking at the roster. They got some juniors on there. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with that if they're going to help the program when they're seniors.
Yeah.
You know.
Buffington with the rebound, gets it out to Braun. one. Oh, this is it. Brock Matthews hits the Genoa Bank 3-point shot.
He's the crowd favorite. I remember when I was coaching, he was always in the gym all the time, you know, with his dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben Routson up top. It's over to Robert Juhas. Juhas gets it to Buffington, back to Juhas. He's going to drive baseline, a little floater, couldn't get it to fall. Good hustle, Ben Routson. Pass got away from Buffington. Long pass to Juhas. He's stuck underneath. Boom. We got Nehemiah Bradford checking in, and Colby Ralston checking in for the Comets. I believe that is everybody on the roster for the Comets. Rebound down to Tommy Braun. Braun up top. That's not. Brock thought he had another one.
Yeah,
there.
He had a good look at it.
He had.
He had a good look at it.
Just a little short. Bradford steals it away for the Comets. Just kind of, they're letting them play now.
They want to go home too, it's cold. One more bucket and the clock runs. .77-44, 1:16 left in the game. Bradford all the way, loses the handle on it as he went up. There's a little bit of cherry picking. You know, it comes so fast, the defense doesn't even get back in time. You know, when you bring in off the bench, they all want to get their name in the scorebook, you know. Which that's all right, you know.
That was opt for sitting back, got that layup. Oh, they're in the bonus, so the Comets are going to go to the line to shoot two. Colby Ralston. I always mix it up. It's Ralston and the Routsons.
Yeah.
But this is Ralston. Another one of those juniors that plays on the JV and getting some playing time on the varsity.
That's nice, you know. It's nice for kids. You know, not many times you have a team that's this much better and you get kids into the game, you know.
And that's going to be out of bounds off of Eastwood. Bradford's going to inbound all the way up top to Ben Routson. then fakes the break down the middle. I don't think anybody's going to take a shot.
No, and if you're Eastwood, you're not going to foul, so.
Yeah, they're just going to dribble it out. The fan base is up and jumping here. That's going to do it. Your final score here from the Impact Zone, 77-46 Comets. Thank you very much, Mr. DeStade.
Yeah, I had a great time.
It's been a great having you here.
And I want to tell you again, it's wonderful you're keeping this dream alive, you know?
We're trying.
Yeah, you do a great job.
Do it as long as we can.
Yeah.
Thank you, Izzy West, up on camera. Our next broadcast is going to be Tuesday night at Eastwood as the boys host Lake. So we'll be out there at Eastwood Tuesday night. So we will see you then right here on the new Toledo Sports Network.